Good morning everyone. In today's video we're going to discuss about constant criticism, how constant criticism is going to affect your relationship. In order to dig deep and understand the dimensions of relationships, we're going to take an hypothetical couple, like we're going to name them as Raj and Priya. How constant and relentless criticism can affect one's partner and how it's going to affect the relationships, we're going to find out. With the passage of time, Raj has become very sensitive towards few things. He finds fault in Priya's cooking skills. He constantly pinpoints that curry is too salty or too spicy, and due to her he cannot have a proper lunch or dinner. And by constantly quoting her cooking skills, he always tries to find a way to eat outside. When she confronts him and asks him that, he says that he cannot eat her food. It is nothing short of shit. And he makes a point by comparing herself with his previous girlfriends and stating that they were more attractive and they were more good looking and they were coming from very affluent families and they were well behaved and they know the value of love and time. And again he pinpoints that she lacks a dressing style and dressing sense. She lacks the class, and he puts blame on her parents for bringing her into this world. Raj takes full control of Priya's salary and she is left with only travel expenses. She struggles with financial independence, and he prevents her from meeting her friends and attending social events and gatherings. And he constantly monitors her social media activity, like kind of posts she is making, whether she is commenting on a particular party's post. Even he finds fault in her WhatsApp statuses and confronts her asking what was the meaning of the post and why were you acting like that and why do you have to share that post. Whenever these differences escalate, he always tries to withhold his love, and he restricts physical intimacy, making a point that she is unloved and acting in a way indifferent to her needs and necessities. Out of the blue, he puts the blame on her for not providing male child. Even though he is coming from the science background, he knows that the gender and sex of the child is determined by the male party only. He also understands the composition of XX chromosomes and XY chromosomes. Even though having all the knowledge, he weaponizes this into a tool to confront her, to pin down her, to belittle her. It's just not the only story of Priya, where a man manipulates his wife or spouse or girlfriend by withholding his love and constantly putting blame on her and not being very reciprocative in the relationship. Constant criticism erodes and destroys trust in relationships. In most of the toxic relationships, one can easily find out one thing, that the other party is being isolated from his family, friends, social circle. By doing that, they are getting a leverage on that particular partner, and they are forced to act on whims and fancies of the other party. Continuous constant criticism might lead to trauma, might lead to anxiety, might lead to mental health issues like depression. In most of the cases, people find it difficult to form another relationship or trust another person. The concept of trust and understanding goes out of the window in relationship. If you are going through a toxic and problematic relationship, therapy is the best solution. But most of the people have misconception that if they come to therapy, they will think that automatically their partner gonna change. No. They will get a better idea to how to handle their own emotions, how to process their own emotions, how to understand other person's intention. Therapy teaches the importance of self-preservance, self-care, self-compassion, self-love, and it will enable you with coping mechanisms to heal your own wounds. If you are not going to address such pertinent issues, you might end up drowning in the self-loathing mud. Your self-esteem is going to take a hit. Dealing with constant and continuous criticism is an everyday struggle for 70% of women. Most of the people just have this notion just by hoping and praying their situation is going to change. No, you have to be very proactive. You have to take a call and you have to take action to change your situation, to help yourself, to rebuild your career and your confidence. Marital relationships demands you to compromise, adjust and to accommodate your partner. But it doesn't mean that you should suffer silently. If you really want to come out of these trenches of learned helplessness, you need to make up your mind to help yourself. You need to seek and find validation from within yourself, not from others, not even from the family members. Until then, this is Gautam signing off.